Roger Johnson for Pop News. Standing outside the arena waiting for Lucky. Oh my God, here she comes!
Then she loved me, this Hollywood girl.
Okay, buddy.
We clear?
3, 2, 1.
Welcome to Universal Broadcasting Network's hit afternoon show, bringing you the latest in music news, artist interviews, and more, with your hosts, Lauren Dair Owens, Ariel Fournier, and Adam Lusk. This is The Music Project.
Hey everybody, it's Lauren Dair Owens.
It's Adam Lusk.
And Ariel Fournier.
And Adam just tried to lick me, and so I had to lick him in the head.
No, I didn't.
Well,
I almost always want to say in studio, but we don't have anyone in studio
I know.
today.
Today we have a call-in. I think they're with us. Hey, is Rexford, are you guys there? Hello? Hey, awesome. How are you guys?
Adam just made the realization that he actually needs headphones for this show.
Yay, that's awesome. And where are you guys calling from today?
We're calling from Washington Heights City.
Wait, say that one more time.
Washington Heights in New York City.
All right,
Awesome.
yeah. So how's New York City? Is it cold yet there?
Yeah, it's getting a little chilly.
Uh-oh. Well, it's still nice and warm here in Los Angeles. We're loving it.
No need to brag.
So how did you guys all meet?
We actually, this is Lauren. We actually met, the drummer and me, we met in college. We were both studying music in college, and I saw him, and I immediately fell. Yeah. That's how that happened.
So
Musical.
So
And then they reached out to me via YouTube. Yeah, we actually found our singer Matthew.
So for those tuning in that may not necessarily know you guys, will you introduce your actual names and then what exactly you play in the band?
All right, so my name's Maddie Hashimoto, and I'm the singer in the band. My name is Lauren Dair, and I'm the keyboard player in the band. And I'm Derek, and I play drums, and we all songwrite, sing, and all that stuff too.
Awesome.
Very cool.
And now, are you all actually from New York City, or did you all move to New York City?
Yeah, we're all grandparents. None of us are originally from New York. I'm Derek. I'm from California, and Laura from Holland, and Matt from Hawaii, actually.
All right, woohoo!
All over the place.
And so, did you all come to New York with the purpose of? You went to school there, and then you decided to just keep doing music in New York?
Yes, that's correct. That's correct.
Awesome. And would you talk a
We're
little?
having a blast here, by the way.
Yay!
Are you guys having a blast up there in LA?
We are.
Yeah, definitely.
There's always stuff to do here.
We were actually in the middle of a songwriting session right now, so.
Oh,
very
isn't that
cool.
nice? So you got your creative juices flowing.
Coming up with anything good?
Yeah.
Well, why don't you guys tell us a little bit about your writing process, how it normally goes down for you guys?
We just kind of think of ideas for music and think of melody to go on top of that, and just kind of bounce ideas off of each other. And sometimes it works, and sometimes it doesn't. But that's pretty much our process. We just kind of hang out and jam on something for a little while, and usually something does happen. So,
Are there things that you guys specifically like to write about? Are there certain topics that just seem to be more appealing to write about than other stuff?
Yeah, we write a lot about breakup and stuff.
Uh-oh.
My favorite.
Failing and going wrong. It seems to be a
Oh, no.
thing that's common around. It's a shitty relationship. I don't know if I want to say that.
Well, the latest.
Well, that's you know.
Yeah. Well, your
Some of the happy stuff, we have a song about space.
Well, your latest EP, "Good Lie," is that I'm guessing that was inspired from a relationship.
Yeah, the song "Good Lie," it's a fun up-tempo song, but it's about being in a relationship that you don't know how quite to get out of, and you're kind of living this good lie. I don't know. Hey, you're sort of saying that, like, hey, I know things are fucked up, but why don't we keep living a good life because, you know, for some reason it makes me happy. You know?
Yeah.
We all get attached to it.
Well, why don't we go ahead and play "Good Lie"? All right, this is "Good Lie" by Rexford.
Love, we argue all the time with no potential end in sight. You hang on every word I say and try to bring me down. What have we
Awesome. We were all jamming.
Yeah.
We were all
I like it. It's
grooving.
like it's like not really EDM, but like it's got like this. I love the synth going on throughout the entire thing. There's no real guitar part. It's all the synth going on. I like it. It's different.
It's danceable.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
So like with this kind of music, what kind of clubs do you guys play in? That's my question. I'm trying to like imagine where you guys are jamming.
We mostly play on the Lower East Side, usually, or in Brooklyn in New York, and it's usually places that have, like a venue for music. So it's not, we don't play at clubs per se. It's more like a bar that has a stage or an actual music venue plays.
Do you guys have a favorite place you've played so far?
Oh yeah, we love playing at this place called Rockwood Music Hall. Have you heard of it?
I haven't. Have you guys? I haven't heard of it. No,
No.
we're not too familiar with the New York area, but it sounds cool.
I've been there twice, but I kind of was a tourist. So.
We'll have to check it out.
Yeah. Oh, definitely. They always have good music there. So
Fantastic.
when we come to LA, where do we have to play there? Where should we play?
You have to play the Roxy and the Troubadour.
The whiskey's cool.
The Troubadour. Actually, Derek, our drummer, is from California.
Yeah, that's what he said. So
What-
do
what
you
part
miss
of California?
California?
I'm from Northern California.
Oh, so no.
So, see you guys in a second.
What part of Northern California?
The Bay Area, the little city called Martinez.
Okay, I know where Martinez is. I lived like 20 minutes away, 15 minutes away.
So
Anytime someone says NorCal, I'm like, Garrett, where is it? Where'd they live?
So California or New York City? Would you like New York better then?
Well, yeah, I mean, my family's all in California, so I love it for that. But I feel like living in New York is totally right for me right now. It makes the most sense. And things are moving over here, so you gotta keep moving.
Yeah.
I think the difference between the place like New York or Nashville or Austin or whatever is all those places have really very what's the word? They have personality. Like
Yeah.
they have a certain feel about them. Like when you're in New York, you feel like you just get a certain feeling. It's a neighborhood, it's a community, it's whatever. Same thing with Nashville. California doesn't really have that unless you go up to like San Francisco. Like if you just go to Hollywood Boulevard, you're like there's some dirty streets and some stars. Like there's not like a real feel to
No,
it. But
definitely not.
I know New York is definitely one of those places where you have the personality depending on where you live and stuff like that. Like it's a very vibey city.
Yeah, I think you're absolutely right. San Francisco depends on what you're looking for. The music scene in San Francisco is a little bit different than it is over here, and it's just like there's such an influx of amazing musicians over in New York that it keeps you pushing, and it's good. Everything's really active, and everything goes really hot.
That's fantastic.
Well, like you guys said, you all come from very different places, Hawaii, California, and then now you guys all live in New York. So did you find that when you guys first came to New York, it really affected your writing? Or do you kind of still bring some of the stuff from where you were born to your music now?
I think, well, me personally, this is Maddie. I grew up listening to a lot of R&B and soul music. So I think that's always going to be a part of what my writing tends to sound like, or what the melodies I sing tend to sound like. But living in New York, I think it definitely puts a different perspective on just everyday life and how living in New York affects you every single day that you're here. It's like, you can't escape the city, and it's good and bad, but I think mostly good in the sense that you meet tons of people every day, and so all the people that you meet affect you in some way, and in turn that can help us write certain things. Yeah, and we have more breakups You know? Like more breakups.
Uh-oh. I guess the New York girls have bitter hearts or something.
It's gonna make a really bad joke about Taylor Swift because
Uh-oh.
she just moved to New York.
Yep.
But
yeah, have you guys ran into Taylor Swift yet?
No, we have not.
gotta add that to your bucket
yeah.
list. Gotta
No.
go stalk her.
But it's supposed to be, isn't Swift supposed to be like a New York artist now or something?
Yeah.
But I don't think she lives in New York or she even tours in New York.
Oh.
Right, that she doesn't play in New York, but she does represent New York or something.
Gotcha. I feel like anyone who meets her now is pretty safe because she just released another album. So we got a little period of time before
Yeah.
a song can be written about it.
Exactly,
So
right.
you're in the good. You're in the clear.
So
Well,
let's.
nobody thinks wants to come here right now anyway because it's Ebola. So.
Oh, nice.
Can you please write a song about that?
I saw something on Twitter the other day about Ariana Grande, and she tweeted, she was like, I just saw a newspaper headline that said, Ariana Grande afraid to go to New York City because of Ebola. She's like, I'm currently standing in New York City. Like, what?
That's totally not when I made that joke. She just didn't show up or some shit.
Yeah, so we have another song from you guys. Which one do we have queued up, Garrett?
Yes, Virginia.
All right, this is Yes,
Sweet.
Virginia by Rexford.
Where will I go now that your love's fed up? It seems that you've had enough of me. Now that you know what kind of man I am, and that this has always been my history. And if you could see inside this heart, you know that it overflows with you. You planted the seed for love's new start, but you had no idea what grew. Just who am I to tell you that you should stay? Our problems won't float away with the sea. I can hear your cry on the other end of the phone. Just color on monochrome, are we? And if you could see inside this heart, you know that it overflows with you. You planted the seed for love's new start, but you had no idea what grew. And I swear to
Very lovely.
Yes, that
Very
was
lovely.
Yes, Virginia by Rexford.
I sort of get what you're saying with the. Am I on? I can't hear myself
You
in my
are on.
headphones. Oh my god. Anyway, I sort of get what you're saying when you're talking about how you have the almost R&B, influence going on, and like you can really hear it at the end with that pipe organ. Just saying, it was a great song though. I love it.
Did that come from any real life inspiration?
This is Derek. Actually, I wrote that song myself and David, and I guess I did. I think I just not super recently, but I had just been going through sort of a stormy thing, relationship wise, and you draw from all areas. I mean, I don't think I was particularly upset at the time, but I think it's just an homage to the feeling that you get when things just aren't going right. You really try with somebody, and that was sort of where the winter aspect of the song came in. It's just like there's a whole period of time where things are just kind of cold. We actually released this EP with the song on it, and Earl from Virginia contacted us and said, did you write this song for me?
Oh no.
I was just looking it up. I'm like, Yes, Virginia. I know that name from somewhere. It's a movie.
Yeah.
I was about to say, I was like, is there any tie to the
Yes,
Virginia? Yes,
Yeah.
Virginia. There is a Santa Claus movie.
No. But would you talk a little bit when you guys do your recordings? How do you guys work that? Do you record all your instruments at the same time, or do you break them down? How do you do that?
Do you self-record?
We record everything separately. For the EP that you guys are playing, we recorded at a studio called Treehouse Studios in Jersey City. And we record all the parts separately, keys, drums, some guitar, and vocal we all did separately as well.
It was a really cool experience because that studio is like one big hangout. So
That's
it's like,
fun.
It's like a large apartment where it's just like with tons of rooms and all kinds of weird instruments and hangout rooms and weird kitchens and stuff. So we just hung out and made music all day for 3 days and recorded that album for 3 days.
So it was just like a giant hangout for however long it took you to record it. You just partied the entire time. Sounds like a great day.
Pizza all night, every night. Who would you say inspires you guys as far as music? Do you guys draw from any particular artist? Do you all kind of have a mismatch of styles that kind of combined, or are you all pretty on the same page as far as artist-wise?
I think we bring something from our favorite artists to the table. I love Stevie Wonder and singers like Whitney Houston, Donny Hathaway, and so I love it when we write power ballad songs or big ballady songs, just because it definitely draws from something that I think I sing well.
Yeah, it draws directly from Def Leppard.
Did you say Def Leppard?
No. Songwriting-wise, though, we really look up to John Mayer, actually.
Oh, yeah.
He's an excellent songwriter, and we, aspire to write songs that will, draw people's attention, but we also like to make sure that what we're writing about actually has a meaning. So it's a hard balance to kind of navigate, especially with pop music now being kind of mindless at times.
Mm-hmm.
It's hard to kind of make sure that we're writing something that's organic and something that we want to hear, but at the same time we know that it has to be something that other people see. So it's an interesting process.
So you would say John Mayer would kind of be like your guys' dream collaborator.
Oh yeah. He could just be like, nah, not that idea. Nah, not that idea. Fuck you, John Mayer.
Will you guys tell us a little bit how you guys decided on your name for your band?
Well, actually, we really like the word Rex for some reason. And the Rex means and we like that reference too. And like, somebody made it show, yeah, Matt walked into the rehearsal and used the word Rex in our band name. We were thinking of stuff. At one point, we were making fun when I said Robert Rexford, and just as a fun, and sort of just a piece for it was either that or Coco Ray Ray. Coco Ray Ray did not make it to the band name. Sure. That's what I call my chocolate covered raisins. Coco Ray Ray.
That's awesome.
Well, one of my favorite things to ask people is, since everyone listens to their own type of music as well, for each of you individually, who is your guilty pleasure artist / song? Because we all have that one song that we're embarrassed to admit that we just completely jam out to.
Mine is probably Ariana Grande's Problem.
All right.
Good song.
Fantastic.
We like it.
Fantastic. What about the rest of you?
I don't really feel guilty about liking anybody, but I think that it's like Fleetwood Mac. I've been just listening to Fleetwood Mac nonstop.
They're great.
They're awesome. That's not guilty at all.
You're not me to be ashamed at all.
What about you, Lauren?
Guilty pleasure?
Yeah.
I only have guilty pleasures.
He's done. Sorry.
Yeah, so I was with a lot of stuff pleasures, like all about like people in clogs and like standing by the windmills and like thinking about rainbows. You know, that's my guilty pleasure. The Rainbow Connection is a guilty pleasure.
Hilarious. So, besides music, what are some of your guys' other interests that you guys enjoy doing?
I actually work with a nonprofit organization in New York called Rock and Rawhide, and it's a shelter animal profit, and so we work with a lot of shelters in the tri-state area and even in other states. And what we do is we use distraction therapy and collect toys and blankets for the shelters that we work with.
That's
and
awesome.
We donate them to the shelters to kind of help out the animals there.
That's awesome. That's cool that you can combine, both your efforts in music and
Exactly.
Charity. So, what's your guys' next step? You obviously just said you're having a writing session right now, and you released your EP, I believe it was in May. So, are you just focusing on playing shows right now while you're working on new music, or what's kind of your guys' next step?
Well, we are looking to release a single in the next couple of weeks. Our next new single comes out.
That's awesome.
And we're actually possibly also playing in the Boston area and spreading out a little bit from New York.
Oh, I see. Going on a little local tour.
Do you have
Yeah, but like we're always writing new songs, and we feel like we're very. I think we always feel like we can be new songs, and we want to write new songs and even better songs. So
Yeah.
even better. That's really arrogant. The guys there are cracking up like much more better.
Constantly growing.
So,
Yeah.
Garrett, we have one more song
Sorry,
by
Ben.
Rexford. What song do we have?
Space Parfait.
Yeah, well, before we play it, can we talk a little bit about that? I love the name, so will you just tell us a little bit about it before we play it?
So Space Parfait is exactly how it sounds. It's about kind of leaving all your troubles behind and having fun. And
we got some people come up with this massive songs about drugs. It's not intentionally about drugs. So, although we are having a party today because it's actually Derek's birthday.
Did you say it's someone's birthday? Is that what I just heard?
Adam. Oh.
Nice.
Oh, that's awesome. Well, happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
The music project wishes you a very happy birthday.
You guys are so special for me.
What are you doing today to celebrate besides, talking to us?
But I'm literally just talking to you guys. I'm going to stay on the phone till about.
Well, we feel
we have an imaginary cupcake here for you with a candle.
Yes.
And we will eat it in your honor.
If you were in studio, we could give it to you, but unfortunately, you're in New York, so we can't give it to you.
But let's go ahead and get
yeah.
to Space Parfait.
I woke up late again. This coffee's getting cold. I'm a not so younger man, afraid of getting old. When I get past all these red lights and go down these pointless stairs, my mind hides from me happiness. It can be too much to bear. You don't know what to tell me. It's not so bad, you say. Well, this earth is far too heavy. Let's take a trip to space. We'll shoot past the moon, visit the stars, through the Milky Way, get a smile from Mars. What they said to us was so nebulous, but now they're light years away. With our tractor beam, we'll so Saturn's rings, play with Pluto, being downgraded stings. How far we'll go, I don't care.
Space Parfait by Rexford.
That was awesome.
So, do you guys have any shows coming up that you'd like to tell us about?
Yes, we do actually. We're playing on the 13th in December at this place called Pianos. It's a really cool music venue. And we're also playing on the 19th at our favorite venue called Rockwood Music Hall. And that will be like our Christmas show.
Aw.
You're going to cover like all Christmas songs?
Yeah, we're going to talk about how Matt was on the Hulu.
That sounds like a fun show.
Yeah, it's going to be awesome. You guys should come from LA and come join us.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
Hey, we'll find a way to afford a plane ticket.
Yes, yeah, just send your guys' private jet our way.
If you start walking now, you might get here in time.
Okay, we'll start. Let's go, guys. 3, 2, 1.
Fantastic.
So you guys have your new single coming out in a couple weeks.
What's the name of it?
Yeah, are you telling us, or is it still secret?
Oh yeah, no. The single we're going to be coming out with is this song called "Back Around," and it's kind of a throwback of a song. It has a nice beat to it, and the melody is definitely catchy. So it's a love song.
Oh wow, you guys actually have a love song. All right.
But yeah, so hopefully you guys will get it on iTunes and Google Play or Spotify or.
Well, yeah, get it everywhere. I'm sure all the fans will be looking out for that.
And what about your guys' social media sites so everyone listening knows where to contact you and follow up on what you're doing?
Yeah, we're on Facebook at / Rexford Music, I think. We're on Twitter at From Rexford. We have a lot of Twitter followers thanks to Flores, our keyboard player, who's great at social media campaigns and whatnot. So.
Fantastic. Awesome. We'll make sure to follow you on all of our sites as well as send stuff out. And make sure you send any new music you guys coming out our way because we would love to put on the show and show it off to everyone and let them hear some more of your gorgeous tunes.
Yes. Well, you guys have a great show in New York City, and all our New York City, New York people that are listening, make sure you go see them.
Definitely.
Thank you. Yeah, we appreciate it. For having us on so much.
Yeah, well, thank you so much for coming on, and actually, especially on your birthday, that's so nice of you.
Gotta go make sure you go party now. Party for all of us here at the Music Project.
Yeah. Woohoo!
Alrighty, guys. Well, I'm Lauren Dair Owens.
I am Adam Lusk.
I'm Ariel Fournier.
And this has been the Music Project. We'll see you next week.
Now that you've found UBN Radio and discovered our quality